Hey everybody, I'm back again. Welcome back to my channel. Here I talk about art and my progress as an artist. Today I want to have a chit chat about my personal goals for this year, the goals that I had for this year in 2025 and the goals that I have for next year in 2026. Okay, I just want to get started. Okay, maybe not. No. Okay. Okay. Did I go outside the box? Is for my last video. One of my first things I wanted to do was go outside the box a little. I did this drawing of Mila in a pose I don't usually do. It's music thing. She's leaning back in this dynamic pose. I got a reference from Pinterest, and it's this weird is this weird pose. It's not the usual standing up, and is which is something I said I didn't want to do, the usual standing up pose. So I missed along all the other standing poses. I got a dynamic pose. I did. So that's one dynamic pose for this year. So I guess I can say I did accomplish that. She's posed on a CD that says Mila's Greatest Hits. At first, about this drawing, a little about this drawing, I didn't know how the colors want to turn out. I was a little scared, but it turned out well overall. I did want to do more motifs. That's something else I talked about in the last video about my goals. I did a treble clef, I think that's what you call it. So that's something new that I hadn't drawn before. I was a little scared of it, but I tried and I think it turned out well. So goal accomplished. A new goal I would like to accomplish for 2026 is I want to have smoother line art. I want to get better at line art. I'm not sure if it's just a skill issue or if it's just paint tool side, but I'm guessing it's a skill issue. But I want to learn how to make my lines more smoother. Did I draw more animals in the last video? I mentioned I wanted to draw more animals, and unfortunately no, I did not get to do that, so I did not meet that goal. I didn't draw any animals, so, and if I did, I have forgot. So no, that goal was not reached. Another goal that I would like to accomplish for 2026 is I want to build a community around my characters. I have started to expand my comic idea that I had when I was small called Sweet, and I'm actually adding more characters. There will be villains added to the world, and I'm excited to see a story build up around my OCs. I have a personality list that I want to fill out on live, which I haven't done yet. I thought that'd be already done by this video, but it hadn't. I got this personality list that I want to kind of fill in, and I kind of want to get people's input in the names too. Like I have triplet alien sisters, and they're supposed to be the baddies, and I need help with the names, and I hadn't put up any polls yet, but I have this idea to put up, polls for the names. I need help with the names, and that's another way that I kind of want community involvement with the world building, and that's one of the goals I have. And I know that's gonna be a long-term goal. I tried to make a comment, and I got the rough draft, but it's gonna take longer than I thought it would. So where was I? Get back to the point. Yeah, I have the personality thing I want to do on live, which I haven't went live yet. I've been trying to figure out the kinks to that. And I want to give more show time to the lesser drawn OCs, which is Sweet, the Magical Candy Bar, and Billy, Electrica's, and Mila's friend. I want to draw them more. I also want to give Mila in Electrica Magical Girl clothing, and I want to give them weapons. Electrica already has her her goodness, trying to think. She already has her lollipop weapons. So I want to give them more weapons, and drawing magical girl weapons, that's something I've been wanting to do, but I hadn't gotten around to it. So actually giving them weapons, that's something I could do and learn how to draw that at the same time. Yeah, but as for the lollipop hair clip weapons, they hadn't been fleshed out as an official design yet. Although she has been shown with them. The third goal I had for the year of 2025 was to paint on canvas, and I did achieve that. I did get to paint on canvas thanks to my lovely wife who got me an easel and some canvases. I was able to get a few paintings done. Here's one I want to show that gave me a lot of hope, and here's my take on bold and brash. And here's a Fairy K inspired one, and here is another one. I really had fun painting, and it's really relaxing, so I do like to paint on canvas as well. So that is another goal accomplished. Another goal I have this year is I want to get better at anatomy. That's something I really need to just work on and stone down and really focus on this year. And I want to take some courses or something that would help me get closer to my goals. Either a course in anatomy or some email marketing course, but I want to take a course that is targeted to what I want to learn. I've been doing those mini webinars that I see pop up on Instagram here and there. Did I increase my Instagram reach? That was another goal I had for this year, and yes, I did. It's been bouncing back and forth. It's been pretty stable and steady, but from the time I made that video, it has increased. I said 1,000. Oh my goodness, no, it's nowhere near that, but it did increase, and I'm thankful for the amount I do have. As of this recording is 255, and then it goes up and down, but it's a nice amount. It's a nice number of views, so I did achieve growth in Instagram. But for this year, I really want to focus on improving my craft, and I want to focus on that first, and then the numbers, kind of second. The craft, improving the craft, it comes first. It has to come first this year. And I think I kind of had it backwards. Instead of focusing on the numbers, it needs to be about the craft first. Did I get a consistent art style? No. I do see a style emerging that I want to improve on, but it hasn't been consistent. But I see something there that I would like to improve on. Did I batch my work? No. Batching worked at first, but I got burnt out. I'm doing slow productivity. I've talked about that in other videos. I think that's how I want to do my work. Slow productivity mode. Did I make a product? As I was writing this out, the answer was gonna be no, but I have made a product. I have made some art prints. I was gonna show these. I'm not a big fan of how they turned out. It's my first ever art print, so I guess who is a fan of their first ever art print? Do you think I should put them up on the market? I was gonna sell them at a really low price just to get started. Oh, this is probably the light is hitting, so you really can't see it. I'm probably gonna have to take a picture of them. and post it in a short or something like that. But I did get to make a product. As I was talking in my last video, I was saying I just wanted to make something. I am not sure if I want to sell them or should I sell them. I'm not quite sure. As for the other goal I had, I wanted the channel to go in a good direction. And is this channel going in a good direction? I think so. I worry about coming up with ideas, but they do come to me eventually as I go along. So I'm not as worried as I used to be. You know, the more I do, the more ideas will come up. Now for video ideas that actually takes off, that's another thing entirely. But I guess that's still going to take some time and consistency. I done some talking heads, which is something I didn't think I would do, but I've gained some subs from it, so it's something. I'm still learning this YouTube, and I'm still enjoying it, and I will be continuing to learn it. It has gotten a bit more enjoyable. Another goal is to consume more magical girl media. I'll let you in on a little secret. I haven't even been watching much of the genre that I wanted to make myself. I need to know how this works. I want to know a little bit more about it. I mean, I have watched a few Sailor Moon episodes, but I think I need to be more immersed to really get the hang of what the magical world and the manga is all about. I don't want to be like a manga writer, like full on, but I just want to make a few web comments here and there. So these were my past and future goals. I reached some, I missed some, and some goals aren't even my goals anymore. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.